1. 1 is the first natural number, or counting number, which represents the start of a sequence of positive integers like 1, 2, 3, etc. However, whether 0 is included as the first number depends on the specific definition of the set being used in the Mayas. In formal mathematics and set theory, the set of natural numbers sometimes includes 0, while in traditional counting, the sequence begins with 1. 2. A standard bicycle or bike is defined as a human-powered vehicle with two wheels arranged one behind the other. While other configurations exist, such as unicycles with one wheel or tricycles with three, the defining or characteristics of a bicycle is two-wheel design. 3. A triangle by definition is a polygon with exactly three sides, three angles and three verticals and corners. This fundamental geometric shape is formed by connecting three non-collinear points with line segments. 4. Dogs have four legs. They are classified as quadrupeds because they use their four limbs, two forelegs and two hind legs, to support their bodies and move. 5. A typical human has 5 fingers, also called digits, which include the thumb, index, finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger, pinky. However, some individuals may have more or fewer than 5 due to genetic variations or medical conditions, and in some informal contexts, people may only count to 4 non-thumb fingers. 6. A cube has 6 sides, which are flat, square surfaces called faces. These sides meet at 12 edges at 8 vertices, forming a regular hexagon, which is only the platonic solid with 6 identical faces. 7. There are 7 days in a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This cycle of days is a historical and cultural construct, not a natural astronomical period, through its origin adopted like an ancient Babylonian and Jewish observations of the lunar cycle, which each day potentially named after a classical planet or deity. 8. Spiders typically have 8 walking legs. Insects have 6. They do not have antennae. The pair of appendages is referred to legs and tentacles, or just pops. Spiders' legs are made up of 7 segments. 9. It is likely referring to an farming or logic puzzle where you must use 3 threes and mathematical operations to achieve a special result, with one common solution being 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. It could also be a misnomer name for 3 Freeze Condiments, an Australian company that makes pickles, sauces, and spreads. 10. 5 plus 5 equals 10 because we are adding 2 groups of 5 units together in our base 10 counting system. The number 10 represents the total amount of these units, even though it is relatively than 5. This relationship is fundamental to our understanding of addition. 11. The number that comes after 10 is 11. In the standard decimal number system, 11 is the next integer following 10. 12. 12 is a dozen number, as a dozen is a group or set of 12 items. The term dozen comes from the Latin word document, meaning 12. The number 12 is used because it is highly divisible into halves, thirds, and quarters, like 2, 3, 4, and 6, which is useful for ancient civilizations. 13. In many Western cultures, 13 is considered an unlucky number, a superstition known as Trigonometry, due to association with negative events in the history of mythology, such as the last super in Christianity and is good, lucky. This fear is so prevalent that many buildings omit the 13th floor and some people avoid activities like traveling away on Friday the 13th. However, this cultural superstition with no scientific basis and 13 is not universally considered unlucky, with some cultures considering other numbers to be unlucky instead. 14. 2 sevens can make 14, as 7 plus 7 equals 14. This is a simple arithmetic problem. The phrase can also refer to various games and concepts. 15. The half of 30 is 15. 16. Calculation of the fourth multiple of 4. The fourth multiple of 4 is found multiplying by 4 by 4. Here's the step-by-step solution. The fourth multiple of 4 is 16. 17. It is 10 plus 7. 18. The The legal age to be considered an adult or age of maturity is most commonly 18, but this can vary depending on the country, state, or specific activity, with some Western countries using 21 as their age of maturity and others having lower ages or specific restrictions. Beyond the legal definition, however, the biological and emotional maturity that consists full adulthood and can occur later, with some scientific research suggesting full brain development extends into early 30s. 19. The next number after 18 in the counting sequence is 19. In other contexts, after 18 can refer to the age of young adulthood, the 18-year-old clothing size 20, or the first size in the clothing brands plus size range such as 1X. 20. Double tens make refers to using two 10 frames to represent the numbers up to 20, whereas single tens make represents a single 10 frame, often used to teach children fundamental math concepts. Double 10 frames help students visualize teen numbers as a full 10 and some more, strengthening number sense by showing relationships between numbers and build a foundation for addition and subtraction. Strategies like make a 10 strategy. 21. The number that comes after 20 is 21. You can find the next number in a sequence by adding 1 to the previous number, therefore 21 plus 1 equals 21. 22. Two 11s make 22. This is the result of multiplying by 2 by 11. The phrase 23. The number that is 3 more than 20 is 23. 24. Two 12s can refer to a math problem where two groups of 12 were equal 24. However, in the car audio context, two 12-inch subwares, often called 212s, make a total cone area of approximately 226 square inches, which provides higher potential sound output compared to a single 15-inch subwoofer. 25. A standard American bingo card has 25 squares arranged in the 5x5 grid.